folks, happy October. So I ended up buying the iPad Pro 11-inch. It's got the M1 chip. So I'm not much of an Apple user. I had an Apple iPhone 7 a few years ago, and when it came time to get a new phone, I ended up going to Samsung, and I like Samsung products. I have the Samsung phone and I have a Samsung smartwatch, and I enjoy them. So when I was thinking about buying a tablet for my creative work, I did consider purchasing a Samsung. However, there's a couple of reasons why I did not, and I ended up going to an iPad instead. And I'm going to talk about those with you. Now, first of all, I do want to say that I find Apple products a little bit frustrating. I am having a hard time with some Apple ID issues because I gave that Apple iPhone 7 to my daughter. And since I never used the Apple ID for anything else, she's just kind of been using it under my name. And then I got this and I wanted my Apple ID back, and now we're having a heck of a time trying to separate the two because I got this for work, and I don't want her random selfies and stuff showing up in my cloud or taking up any of my storage, or that's just two things that I don't want getting mixed up. So if you have any tips on how to do that, I would love to hear them. Leave them in the comments because we are really struggling. I have basically erased anything that she had going on with my account, and then I created a new account for her, but for some reason it just will not sign in on that iPhone 7. But aside from that, the couple of things that I really did like about purchasing an iPad is that obviously the technology is there, the quality is there, and that's just something that I don't want to skimp on for something that's for work. If this was just, to sit around and play with, then maybe I wouldn't care so much. But because I want this to last me a while and I want to get the best quality out of it that I possibly can, that's one of the reasons that I went with iPad. It's got the M1 chip, which is amazing. And because of that, I'm really hoping that the potential to expand some of the apps might be there. Specifically, Photoshop. So here's the real reason why I bought an iPad. I currently use Photoshop for basically everything, and I do that on my desktop. Now, I have a subscription to that, so I'm already paying for Photoshop. That Photoshop account is not available on any Android tablets, whereas it is available on iPads. So I wanted to be able to use Photoshop on my iPad and make my work a little bit more portable. Portability is one of the biggest reasons why I decided to get a tablet. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but my day job is a retoucher for headshots. So I might be sitting at my desktop computer like all day, and then the last thing that I want to do is sit at my desktop computer, in the evening when I want to work on my own stuff, because then I would literally never leave that chair. The portability of being able to grab my iPad and do stuff from bed on a Sunday morning, maybe I'm browsing Pinterest or Amazon, looking at book cover trends or whatever. These are things that I don't want to sit at my desktop for. So the portability of having a tablet was huge, and I still needed to be able to do work and access Photoshop on it. That said, another program, this is the main reason why I even went down this whole road of getting a tablet for my creative work at all and purchasing specifically an iPad, is for the app Procreate. Procreate is a drawing app that is only available on iPads. It is amazing as far as I can tell. I've watched many speed paints and tutorials and all kinds of artists that I follow use Procreate. So I knew that that was something that I wanted to use when I did more illustration work, which is something that I have been really interested in, specifically for book covers. The stock site that I contribute to does accept illustrations for book covers, and that's just something that I really enjoy, but it wasn't as practical, like I said again, to sit at my desktop and draw all the time, especially after working there all day. So not only that, but because a tablet is touchscreen, it's just more illustration friendly, in my opinion, to be able to use the Apple Pencil and draw your picture like this rather than using a Wacom tablet and looking at a screen. It's just not the same, and it's much more enjoyable to actually draw on the screen. Like I said, I am a retoucher for headshots. Now, a big part of my workflow for that is using frequency separation. Unfortunately, the Photoshop that is available for iPad does not have the ability to do frequency separation. I'm hoping that it will come in the future, and if it does, that will completely change my life, basically, because that means that my retouching work can also be portable, and I can take that on the go. I can do some work while I'm sitting at the skate rink while my kids have their skating lessons, or wherever I want to be, at the park, take my kids to the park or the beach and still be working and not having that cut into my work time. So I'm hoping that comes, but if that doesn't, there is another option, and that's another program. I'm not super crazy about buying another program when I'm already paying for Photoshop. However, that's Affinity Photo, and from what I could tell online, that does have the abilities to do frequency separation, and that is also only available on iPad. The biggest reason that I chose iPad is for the apps and less about the actual iPad itself, but that's okay. I don't want to discourage anybody from using Apple products or anything. It's just that I am used to using Samsung products more than anything, and I have a little bit of difficulties with the fact that Apple just likes to sync everything. I prefer to separate my devices per use. So, for example, my phone is a lot more personal use. I take pictures of my kids, I take screenshots of sales at the store to send to my mom so she knows that, coffee's on sale or whatever. Whereas I won't be doing anything like that with this. This is going to be editing photos and doing illustrations. Like I said, I'll probably be using it for like Pinterest to make boards about inspiration or genre research or whatever. But for the most part, it's going to stay in the creative realms and not have any of that weird junk. So I find it frustrating that Apple wants to sync all of its devices that you have ever owned, because that's not how I work. But if you like to have everything mixed together all the time, then that might be a perk for you. Of course, you can do that stuff with Samsung as well, but I just find that Apple seems to really like to push that and just kind of do it automatically on you, whereas I find it easier to keep Samsung stuff from over communicating. When it comes to accessories that I purchased for my iPad, I kept it really simple. I obviously bought a case. This is just like a off-brand case that I got from Amazon. I purchased the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. It's been really wonderful. There's no lag. It feels great. It's comfortable. I don't have any issues with this. And I also purchased one of these like little drawing gloves, which I do like to use while I'm, trying to draw and Procreate or anything like that, because it does just make it slide across the screen nice and smooth and keeps it from having too many like smudgy skin marks all over it. I did not buy the paper-like screen protector that a lot of artists have. I've seen mixed reviews about using those. Some people really love them and some people don't like them because they make it look papery, and there's some noise to the screen. So I haven't decided yet. I like it without, but I might purchase one just to try it with and see what my preference is. I think that I'm not crazy about having to have a paper texture. It doesn't bother me that it is a smooth, glassy texture. So it's not a super priority for me, but we'll see what happens with that. Lots of other people buy the keyboards to use with their iPads. I already have a laptop. That's where I do all my writing. And I don't see myself using this for typing anything other than, having to type in my account stuff to sign into things. So I'm probably never going to purchase a keyboard for this, because anytime that I'm going to do significant typing, I will just be using my laptop for that. Which also I like, because then it keeps my creative writing stuff separate from my visual art stuff, separate from my personal stuff on each device. I do have to say, as excited as I was about my new iPad, I was equally frustrated. I opened it up, started it up, I downloaded Procreate right away. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to the iPad interface, how things open and close and where they go and how things work. And I've never used Procreate before either. So I had to, learn right from the get-go. And I've just been spending a lot of time kind of like doodling and doing a little bit of this and trying out some tutorials that I found on YouTube. And I'm slowly getting there, but I'm just one of those people that's like, I just want to go. I don't want to be limited by the fact that I don't know where things are and I don't know how to work the program and the technology perfectly. When I'm on my desktop in Photoshop, I just know where everything is, so I can kind of switch that part off and just create. Whereas now I feel like I'm learning that all over again, and I have to kind of slow down and think about every little thing and go find every little thing. So I'm finding that really frustrating, and the only way to really get over that is just to do it and to draw and to play with the programs and just to get in there as much as possible until it becomes second nature. So I'm kind of in that stage right now, but I can see myself progressing already, and it's only been 2 days. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for me to really get the hang of it and really get going on this. I hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully you'll be hearing from me a lot more now that it's fall and my kids are back in regular routine and going to school and the wildfires are gone and life is as settled as it's going to get. So